Red Bull Racing is on the brink of making one of the most consequential driver lineup decisions in recent Formula One history. Over the next few days, multiple careers hang in the balance. With Red Bull Racing and its sister team, Racing Bulls, having more drivers than available seats, someone is inevitably going to be left without a place on the grid. And right now, the driver in the most precarious position may be Liam Lawson. The only certainty in this high-stakes scenario is Max Verstappen. The reigning world champion is locked into Red Bull Racing through 2028. Beyond that, the landscape is a battlefield of ambition, talent, and ruthless team strategy. The question is simple, but the implications are enormous. Who will partner Verstappen? And who will fill the two seats at Racing Bulls? The battle for Verstappen's teammate has come down to two names: Yuki Tsunoda, the current occupant of the seat, and Isack Hadjar, the young prospect who has captured Red Bull's attention over recent weeks. Based on insider reports, Hadjar has emerged as the frontrunner. That would leave Tsunoda sidelined, despite 5 years of dedication to the Red Bull program and years of anticipation for this exact opportunity. Red Bull's driver advisor, Helmut Marko, has signaled that Hadjar possesses exactly the qualities the team seeks: maturity, composure, and a grounded understanding of what lies ahead. Hadjar has reportedly told the team that he does not expect to immediately match Verstappen's performance, that he understands the steep learning curve, and that he's prepared to grow into the role. This candid self-assessment resonates deeply with Red Bull, who value not just speed, but mindset in what will undoubtedly be a high-pressure environment. For Tsunoda, the situation has deteriorated rapidly. Public statements from Red Bull have bluntly criticized his performances, suggesting the decision may already be made internally. The pressure intensified during Friday practice at the Mexican Grand Prix, when 18-year-old rookie Arvid Lindblad took Verstappen's car in FP1 and posted lap times faster than Tsunoda's. Not only did Lindblad impress with raw pace, but his technical feedback demonstrated an advanced understanding of the car, strengthening the case for promoting new talent over established junior drivers. If Hadjar secures the Red Bull Racing seat as expected, it opens one of the Racing Bulls seats. Most likely, Tsunoda would return to the junior team where he spent the previous 4.5 years before his brief promotion. A demotion of this magnitude, after finally earning a top-tier opportunity, would be a crushing blow to Tsunoda's career, a clear signal that Red Bull does not view him as a long-term contender at the senior level. Yet, it would keep him in Formula One for another year, giving him a chance to prove his worth once more. The second Racing Bulls seat is where the intrigue reaches its peak. Liam Lawson, who replaced Daniel Ricciardo mid-season last year, currently occupies the position, but his future is far from secure. Red Bull's tendency to reshuffle drivers has already complicated his journey. At the start of this season, Lawson was promoted to the senior team, only to be sent back to Racing Bulls after just 2 races. That mid-season upheaval created tension, culminating in public remarks from Tsunoda criticizing Lawson's performance, remarks that Tsunoda would later retract. For Lawson, this drama adds another layer of uncertainty, as team dynamics often weigh as heavily as on-track results in Red Bull's decisions. Enter Arvid Lindblad, whose stunning performance in Mexico has turned heads. Not only did Lindblad demonstrate blistering speed, he provided technical insights that Marko described as profoundly influential in shaping the team's understanding of the car. Lindblad's emergence exemplifies a critical shift in Red Bull's strategy: performance in Formula One mastery. F1 machinery now outweighs traditional metrics like Formula 2 results, especially given the technical setbacks that plagued the F2 championship this year. Engine failures, disqualifications, and other factors unrelated to driver skill have muddied the traditional path. FP1 now serves as the ultimate proving ground for future talent. Current speculation suggests a likely 2026 configuration. Verstappen and Hadjar at Red Bull Racing, Tsunoda and Lindblad at Racing Bulls, leaving Lawson without a seat in Formula One. For Lawson, who has spent years climbing the ranks of Red Bull's junior program, this would be a devastating outcome. Less than 2 full seasons at the top level, and he could be sidelined entirely, forced to scramble for any available grid spot. A daunting task given that most teams have already solidified their lineups. There is a slim alternative scenario, Tsunoda retaining his Red Bull Racing seat, with Hadjar forced to wait another year for promotion. However, recent comments from Red Bull about Tsunoda's performances, combined with the glowing reports on Hadjar's potential, make this scenario increasingly improbable. Historically, Red Bull favors youth and potential over experience, especially when a promising talent presents itself. All evidence points toward Hadjar stepping up in 2026. The timing of this decision is critical. The 2026 season will usher in entirely new technical regulations, with redesigned cars and power units that promise to shake up the competitive hierarchy. Red Bull wants its driver lineup finalized well in advance, allowing the chosen drivers to fully integrate into development programs and adapt to the new machinery. This is not merely a matter of convenience, it is a strategic imperative. For the drivers involved, the stakes are enormous. This is more than a decision about where they will race next year. It is about the trajectory of their entire careers. Tsunoda, if demoted after 5 years in the system, may never get another top-team opportunity. Lawson, if left without a seat, faces the near-impossible task of finding a grid position elsewhere. The ripple effects will extend beyond Red Bull, influencing multiple teams across the paddock. Red Bull's influence is unparalleled. With 4 seats under their direct control out of the 20 on the grid, their decisions can reshape the driver market, choosing between experience and raw potential, between loyalty and unproven talent. The team is once again faced with a defining moment that could determine not only its own future success, but the careers of the drivers caught in the crossfire. The narrative is compelling. Seasoned drivers who have paid their dues versus young stars showing flashes of brilliance. Red Bull has long demonstrated a willingness to gamble on the latter, and the current lineup decisions are no exception. Both Hadjar and Lindblad appear poised to benefit from this philosophy, provided they continue to deliver under pressure. For Verstappen, the path is clear. His seat is secure, and his status as a world-class driver shields him from these high-stakes political games. But for the others, every test, every lap, every comment made publicly or privately is scrutinized. One phone call could either secure their future in the sport or end it abruptly. The pressure is immense, the stakes unforgiving, and the margin for error virtually non-existent. The Red Bull driver program is notoriously unforgiving. Loyalty counts for little if results do not follow, and performance remains the ultimate currency. For young drivers, the path to the top is narrow, treacherous, and often cruel. Years of preparation, dedication, and personal sacrifice can vanish in an instant if they fail to seize the moment when opportunity arrives. As the Formula One paddock waits with bated breath, insiders suggest the announcement could come just days after the Mexican Grand Prix. Once the decision is made, it will send shockwaves through the sport, forcing teams to reassess their own lineups and triggering a domino effect of potential driver swaps. Every choice Red Bull makes carries consequences, not just for their own teams, but for the grid as a whole. Ultimately, this is a story about ambition, talent, and the unforgiving nature of elite motorsport. Hadjar, Tsunoda, Lawson, Lindblad. They are more than just drivers. They are symbols of the high-stakes gamble that is Formula One. Their fates rest in the hands of team strategists who value speed, composure, and potential above all else. For some, it will be a triumph. For others, heartbreak. The final call is imminent. In just a few days, Red Bull will reveal the lineup that will define not only the 2026 season, but the future of these young drivers' careers. Whether it is the reward of long-awaited promotion, the harsh blow of demotion, or the cruel reality of losing a seat entirely, the consequences will be felt for years to come. In the high-pressure world of Formula One, nothing is guaranteed, and the only certainty is that performance, above all else, is what separates the champions from the rest. Red Bull has once again positioned itself at the center of a drama that blends raw talent, calculated strategy, and high-stakes emotion. The decisions made now will echo through the paddock, shaping the competitive landscape for 2026 and beyond. And for the drivers caught in the storm, the coming days will be a defining test of skill, patience, and resilience, the true essence of what it takes to survive at the pinnacle of motorsport.